Hi, I'm here to talk to you about my 20% project that I completed for this course. Overall, this was a tutoring and mentoring program set up between 8th grade environmental science students and 9th through 12th grade high school students. We are a combination school, so it's very unique that we get to have these middle schoolers that transfer over into our high school programs, and that is the idea. To keep my program running, the agriculture program running, I have to have new FFA members. I have to have students that enroll in this course. So the purpose of this project was to increase involvement in FFA and awareness of FFA in the classes that I teach over here to start off with. Another purpose was to form a true partnership between high school students and middle school students because there is a divide. And the other purpose was to obviously help those 8th grade students with their classwork and help them be more successful on the middle school side to prepare them for high school. So overall what we did was a goose chase. At first, this took a couple of days to complete for the students to complete the missions, but it went really well. I paired up my executive team members and my FFA officers with 8th graders to complete the missions, and I used that as their pairs to use for their tutoring and mentoring. So they basically stick with that upperclassman throughout this year, throughout the tutoring and mentoring program. The good thing is we had already worked with these 8th graders as a part of community service projects, so it was really easy to get this going. So what were our successes? There are 22 8th graders that are involved, and that was a goal of our FFA members, was to make our pathway more interesting to our middle schoolers, and I think that this is something that we have done as a part of the Goose Chase. Something else that was a success was that the students enjoyed this project, and we have successfully paired 8th graders with high school students and have truly formed those bonds between them. And the last success was that these systems that we've put into place, these documents that we use, those are going to be able to be used for a long time in the future because of their quality. So that is a success. Our failures, or my failures, I didn't have as much time as I wanted for the tutoring and mentoring portion. I got a little bit confused and dedicated more of my time to the Goose Chase, but we have had time to do the tutoring and mentoring. We're going to continue that throughout the rest of the school year because it has been very meaningful. In terms of things I've learned, I learned how to use Goose Chase. I had never done that before, so that was new for me. My students learned how to use Goose Chase. My students learned how to plan somewhat. There is a form that I'll show you just in a minute that the 8th graders fill out with the subject that they need help with, the assignment they need help with, any materials that they may need that they don't have to complete the project. They're supposed to turn this in 1 week before their tutoring date, give that to their mentor, and then their mentor prepares for their tutoring session. So the students learned how to plan sort of like a teacher. And they also learned how to have meaningful interactions with other people. If this were to ever be replicated, we do have a unique situation with having a middle school and a high school, but you could just easily pair up with other classes in your school, or a middle school or middle school or an elementary school in your area. You come up with whatever you want them to learn. Create a Goose Chase with the missions. It's so much fun. They do have to have their phones, but you can pair them up if they don't have a phone. And then, obviously, in order to replicate the tutoring, I will show you the documents that I used here in just a minute to pair them together, and also a planning document that I have for those students. So now I'm going to show you a few videos of the Goose Chase and what the students were doing. This image is of 2 FFA members trying to remember their parts for the opening ceremony so they can present that for the Goose Chase. This is a picture of one of the participants using the internet to find famous FFA members.
Why? Because it's outside and good weather. When can I do that? We usually do it around April and May. We'll have more details about it.
And this is a video of one of the participants saying the FFA Creed.
From the present and past generations and agriculturalists, the promise of better days, better ways,
hope you've enjoyed my video, and if you have any questions or if you would like to have links to any of the documents, I have those located in my blog. Have a good day.